kahit na magkaiba tayo, still, may mga times na nagkakaintindihan talaga tayo. Because we trust only one love, that's Allah and God.
In your 5 days stay there, kahit for a while lang siya, pero the learnings that I've encountered talaga, I applied it in myself until now.
Ayoko silang ma-stagnant lang sa lugar na yun. Gusto ko maranasan nila yung mga naranasan ko. Gusto ko maranasan nila kung anong binigay sa akin ng Silsila Dialogue Movement. Gusto ko malaman nila what Silsila Dialogue Movement changed my life. Gusto ko mangyari din yun sa kanila.
I know I'm learning a lot from summer camps in terms of socially, independently, spiritually, and even mentally. So those aspects of life has been a package deal of summer camps. It is not just about experience. It is not just about for project's sake, for the Silpies, but it's more on the team. It's more of the investment for the future.
Solo for me, peaceful na lugar. Doon ako pinanganak, doon ako nagkaroon ng mga bagong kaibigan na mapagkakatiwalaan. Masaya ang pamilya ko noon kasi kompleto kami, andun ang lolo ko, lola ko, pati papa ko. Nag-transfer kami dito sa Zamboanga City nang dahil doon sa nangyaring giyera. Accidentally, natamaan ng bala dito sa ulo ng papa ko. Doon yun kami sa bahay, walang kamalay-malay. Kasi nung time, pag may mga happening sa hulo na may sunugan or may barilan, normal lang yun sa akin, parang hindi ko pa din alam sa mga reality ang mga nangyayari sa mga tao, kung ano yung mga work nila. And then, pagkabalita sa amin na parang nadala siya dun sa accidentally na paggera dun sa hulo, yun na yun parang nag-iba, yung parang kami kasi yung papa ko, siya yung pinaka-closest family ko. Pagkatapos noon, dinala na yung papa ko dun sa bahay, naduguan yung ulo. And then ako, hindi ko matanggap-tanggap. Hindi hindi ko talaga mawala sa isipan ko kung anong nangyari sa amin noon. Bumabalik at bumabalik pa din hanggang ngayon.
My name is Kimberly Ann Villaflores, a 15-year-old girl. I am a third-year high school student studying in Pilar College. And I live in Marta Drive, Santa Catalina. We're in Muslim and Christian community. So my father is working in Silsila Dialogue Movement and my mother is a plain housewife. I also have two sisters. I serve in the cathedral as a lector and as a youth. As a lector in cathedral, we are preaching the Word of God. So I serve there every Sunday. It depends on my schedule. And I am very proud to see that among all the lectors in cathedral, I am the youngest.
My life when I was young at the Paniran Port area was always been in sea. We don't have this time to play outside our vicinity. We used to call that one our playground, the boat, the sea, and the house. I remember when I was young, I have this little boat, and that's one of our source of income actually. Then it was just fun. I just remember when I was doing that. I think that's what they call banquero. That's life. That's my life when I was young. No time to play at the land, only by sea. Then suddenly, a fire disaster happened. Then we were relocated to Santa Catalina. Actually, upon looking at this sea, I remember my childhood days. I remember when we were still here. We have this simple life.
I'm Christopher J. L. Aniñon. Most of my friends call me Jay. So I'm the second among the 8 in our family. Basically, my mother is an Ilongga and my father is a Cebuano. So basically, my parents are very much loving. Even though we are 8 in the family, my parents are trying hard for us to send to a good school. And so I praise God because I was able to finish my education even in college and even to pass the board exam. As far as my memory concerned me, I'm not really a good son to them. Way back, I'm telling way back, I was really answering back to my parents. So I'm not having this respect and I'm not having the sense of authority to my parents as if I'm treating them as an older brother, not as my parents, not as my mother and father who brought me up to this world.
The Silk Peace Youth Camp before was very simple. Unlike today, we held the camp with 5 days duration that covers a lot of things from the seminars of culture of dialogue, the basic orientation, to focusing on the theme, like on good governance, then team building and leadership activities. So those 5 days is not as if we're not doing anything. It's filled with fun and fun activities as well as activities that could let them grow as leaders in the future.
The Silk Peace Youth Camp started way back year of 2000. It was composed of youth coming from the different walks of faith. Before conducting this youth camp, we do a brainstorming with our core group members to come up with a good concept in every camp that we are able to conduct.
We sent invitations to different schools and communities because we have link coordinators both in the schools and communities of Silsila. Then those link moderators or their teachers and community leaders will send their youth leaders to our center, to our office, for us to interview them, whether they are really willing to take the challenge. So if we see those youth eager to join the activity, then definitely we ask them to, after the interview, ask them for an orientation before the camp, so that they will have an idea what to expect.
In our youth camp, we come up to have a better relationship among these people living in their own faiths, to share their experience and at the same time to gain knowledge for enlightening themselves as a true Muslim or as a true Christian.
For the theme of our youth camps, we decided more on the social issues, because these are the things that the youth are greatly affected with. For example, in the past, we chose about drugs, where we see youth are more created these biases and drugs because they don't have any formations. They don't have any values formations. The SSYC, we chose about the election. We invited speakers that can talk about how to be good voters. Then recently, about good governance. So this youth, if they will become leaders and have the authority to decide on things, they will be able to be more objective, but still morally upright, because they have undergone culture of dialogue and values formation. So hopefully they will make right decisions and they will not sacrifice any of their value.
The culture of dialogue is the one who is bridging peace and violence. And so because of culture of dialogue, now personally, I'm really thinking still sila in one way or the other, is because of how they help me to know more about other people, other faith, and even to look them beyond the box, to look them beyond what the society is telling you, and to look beyond what the world is dictating you of how you'd be viewing that person. The culture of dialogue would help you and would even empower you to know more about the person, to talk with the person before judging the person, to know the culture of the person before making any preconceptions about the person. And I think culture of dialogue is indeed very much needed in our society now.
To know more about myself, the deep Al. It made me realize that not to forget someone, and that's him, that's Allah. With that formation, I learned how to value the relationship with my God. Hindi lahat about religion, about the way how you treat people around you, about the issue of the society. It helped a lot actually. Knowing what is your responsibility in a society, knowing who you are and what you are.
Mga bagong natutunan ko is all for one, one for all. Yung parang walang watak-watak na mangyayari, kooperasyon, at maging matatag sa lahat ng hamunin. In every team building, there should be a faith na makakaya mo talaga yan, na hanggang sa dulo mananalo ka, at malakas yung spirits mo na makukuha mo yung mga pangarap mo. Then yung mga learnings all about love God, love the nature, love the society, and love the people, na kahit hindi mo man kilala, maging katanggap-tanggap sa'yo.
So the 12 SSYC, parang it is not just for fun lang, but more on moral and spiritual values. During sa activity, especially, my most unforgettable moment, that one kato kato kamang-kamang. And then, it was so amazing kasi all of us are working hand in hand. And then, when we reached the finish line talaga, most of us cried because we are so happy. Because we surpassed the trials.
The experience was so fun. We have a lot of team buildings, showcasing talent, which is I didn't know that I have those kind of talent. Facing new people from Manila, from outside the Zamboanga. It was actually fun. Ano masabi ko? Fun.
Nung first day sa camp kasi, hindi pa namin kilala, iba't ibang tao ang nakakasalamuhan namin, iba't ibang schools. May mga klase, may mga common na tao na kilala ko na. Then yun, getting to know ano yung mga weaknesses nila, yung mga strengths nila. Kaya yun, nagkaroon ng kakaibang friendship at nagiging mas matibay hanggang ngayon.
We believe, just like what Plato said, that you can know a person better in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. And it's because of those games, because of the different games that we've played, we can already see what are the different characteristics that are innate in us.
Tunan ko during nung camping, yung pagpahalaga sa sarili mo, yun. Valuing yourself and taking care of the relationship between you and your friends. Yung parang, you can talk without shouting. Yung mga ganung bagay. With the team building activities na meron sila, mas napapastrengthen yung relasyon ninyo sa isa't isa sa mga kaibigan mo. But because of this SSYC, they push me to show what my talent is. They push me to talk. Na kahit nahiya ka na, pero andun yun because of your friends, you have to talk. You have to deal with them. And simulat noong pagkatapos ng 9th SSYC, I started missing that kind of activity. Nagsisimula na akong hinahanap-hanap ang mga pangyayari na nagawa namin during that 9th SSYC. Just like sleeping in the tent, nagluluto kayo na nagtatawanan, parang mga walang problema. Na parang feeling mo kausap mo ang mga, parang matinong kausap ang mga tao dun. During the 9th SSYC, I realized na maganda din pala ang mundo.
So my dream as a coordinator, as a youth coordinator of the Silpies Youth Program is that though our youth may come and go, but I wish that wherever they go, they will have this unique quality as an instrument or a medium of peace. That wherever they go, they will respect other people, other culture, religion.
My dream is for the youth is bringing the commitment itself to bring dialogue and peace in their community and at the same time in their schools after they will attend the camp. And at the same time, also they will integrate it and share this to the young people around or to their friends. So a small dream can be having a big impact.
Bilang SK, kahit na nag-aaral ako, nagapunta pa din ako sa barangay namin to make minutes of sessions. And nung time na lumabas na kami ng Pitogo Sinunok, there was a chance na magkaroon ng open forum for the youth there in Kawit, kung ano yung na-enhance namin sa silsila.
So sa community, ang mga learnings and lessons na natutunan sa camp, I shared it all sa ako ang mga friends. And then para gi-motivate pud na ako sila para to do kung unsa ako na experience during the camping.
Because of those activities that I've experienced, it did not hold me, and I do not want to hoard all of those experiences. I do not want to hoard all of those learnings for myself, but I wanted also to share it to other people. And so with the help of other teams back in our community who also attended the said camps, we've come to organize an organization that was peer under the umbrella, under the banner of the Padayon Youth Community. And so, we've made the Padayon Youth for Harmony and Peace. We made re-echoes of the different camps that we have had attended. So, that was entitled the Padayon Youth Camp. And so, we've invited once again 30, more or less 30 people including the Muslims and Christians. It's because of that activity, we dare say that we've indeed learned something from the camps that we've attended, and it was not in vain.
And as far as I remember, inside our barangay, in the Paniran area, only 5 of us, only 5 of us experienced the SSYC. And I would like to share that experience with them. And I am planning to give those forms to those youth who really wanted to join the SSYC.
Ang nabago talaga sa akin is yung emotion ko. Dati, takot ako. Ngayon, I'm brave enough. And kahit na iba't iba yung mga dialogue namin, still there are times na mag-share kami kung yun ka, ako to, natanggap natin ang isa't isa, na yung parang sapat na ito sa camp na to, yung parang hindi natin makakalimutan, nandito tayo unang nagkatagpo.
I am so happy because in my own little way, I could help other people, especially my less fortunate brothers and sisters.
But when you try to understand and to have a background and some idea of how they live, of how they act, you would be meeting into one point, into a certain point. The walls has been broken down, and I think that's the very essence of having a community. When one day you would try to embrace, not necessarily to embrace entirely what they believe in, but when you try to understand the faith and the culture that they've used into. So I think there's no reason why people can go together and sit together in the table of brotherhood.
What I am dreaming for now is a lot of youth, a lot of people will going to join this SSYC because it can really change your life. It can really change how you look life, how you look on the society, how you look everything, the way you deal with people. And that's what Silsila Dialogue Movement is trying to show to you.